Hello everybody, it's me, Drake, from Certified Loverboy. Over the past few weeks, months, Minecraft generation has been changing a lot. Through all of the test snapshots, a ton of big changes have been made, with real snapshots finally on the doorstep here. Today, we're going to look back. In the 1.18 update, Minecraft worlds will be changed forever. How much have they changed so far? Well, in today's video, we're going to find out. We're going to take a look at this seed and every single test snapshot so far. All 7. If you liked today's video, then leave a like. Let's go for maybe 7k likes. If you'd like a brand new video to watch every single day, then good news, I've got you covered. This week actually marks the 3-year anniversary of me uploading a video every single day. No missing. So consider subscribing. So if you have genius to your memory, you very well might remember this seed. This is the very first seed that I got in the 1.18 test snapshots. We took a look at this world in the very first 1.18 test snapshot that dropped in like July, long time ago. We have a really cool looking mountain that spawned here. Small mesa biome, big ocean right there. There's cool stuff on the other side of the mountain, but there's also really interesting stuff below the mountain too. I think this is literally going to be basically the perfect seed for checking out the world changes. Now in today's video, we're going to be focusing on the overworld, but it will be very interesting to see it. The lush cave biome that is right down here actually ends up staying here. There's also a mineshaft down there. We don't really care too much about structures today, but it is kind of cool. So anyways, back up on the surface. Right now, we are in test snapshot number 1, and the world seed that we're using today is that seed right there. If I can remember, I'll put it in the description. We have a Badlands biome right here that goes up into a mountain biome. Very, very curious to see how this changes. This part over here is snowy slopes for sure. There's powder snow, and then all the way up here, we have lofty peaks. Now, the lofty peaks biome actually got a little bit more steep in later snapshots, so I wonder if that's going to go like up maybe and have separate peaks or something cool, or if it'll honestly even still be there. The Badlands biome got a lot of changes. This place might get entirely cut out. It'll be interesting to see. And then check this out. We have a jungle right here, which means warm biome. Maybe lofty peaks goes away and gets replaced with calcite peaks. It could be beautiful. Maybe. Also on the backside of the mountain, in between the jungle and the mountain, more of the Badlands biome. Very, very strange placement. And then a river right here. Now this river honestly already has fjord vibes, but this river was generated actually before the fjord even existed. So will this be Swedish River in the end? We'll see. Even more lush caves biome over here spilling out onto the surface. And then a jungle and a dark oak forest. Whoa, I feel like I remember this. Oh, but that's so cool looking. Yeah, we'll try to remember that. Even more lush caves right there, and a meadow biome. So I looked around a little bit, and I think that's it. Basically, for the areas around World Spawn, those are the notable things that we're going to take a look at and see if they actually end up changing. Also, World Spawn is an island right now, so that'll be interesting to see if that happens. And Stone Shore, right there, really flat going into the ocean. I know there were a few Stone Shore changes, but I think that's basically it for test snapshot number 1. Oh yes, but before we do that, exactly World Spawn was right here. Right by the Badlands, by the mountain. This spot right here. Of course, mind-blowingly, test snapshot number 1 was the first test snapshot, which means it introduced all of that cool, crazy generation. Test snapshot number 2 was the second one, and it changed a lot. Right now, we're looking at all of the changes in test snapshot number 2. Pretty crazy. One of the biggest changes in the second test snapshot was this one right here. The peaks got a little bit taller, and then this one right here, I think too, beachier beaches. It'll be interesting to see if that stone beach is still actually a stone beach or if it becomes a normal beach. Another change we might see, smoother biome placement. Maybe the Badlands biome goes away. And then the clouds. Oh boy, the biggest one. Here we are. World Spawn from the start looks kind of similar, but at the same time. Oh no, wow. Oh wow. Oh, that mountain. That beautiful mountain. How could they do that? No, the forest is still here. The ocean is here. There's a jungle over there, and it is still kind of an island, but that mountain. That beautiful mountain has been erased. I mean, there's the Badlands biome. At least we didn't lose it all. The mountain, that's gone. So roughly over in this direction, there once was a stone beach. And, I mean, there's a normal beach now. The ocean is still here for sure. I don't know if this is the equivalent of the exact same beach, though, because the other beach would have been more like straight out this way and then in this area. But wow, right off the bat, I was not expecting that. The world is entirely changed. The mountain is decimated, erased. Reduced. That's shocking. Shockingly tragic. Over here, we have the plains biome that kind of randomly drops off into the sea in test snapshot number 2. Interesting. Steep shore right there. And a river. I don't even know if this is the same river anymore. Alright, I found a dog at spawn. That's kind of cool. And then right under spawn, do we have the lush caves? That's different. We have a giant aquifer. That's definitely different. And it doesn't look like lush caves anywhere over here. I don't even see the mine shaft, which is very interesting. Okay, no. I take it back. I found a mine shaft over here. I'm not sure if that's the same mine shaft. And then I did see this, but it's just grass under the ground. No lush cave. Now, from looking around at the generation and test snapshot number 2, definitely have to say, and I'm super glad to say it, the world generation has improved like big time since then, because like things like this right here, I mean, I'm sure they could still happen, but look at how weird it looks, like just so random, and like boxy in there cuts off into the ocean. But shockingly, the beautiful, amazing mountain has been completely removed in test snapshot number 2. I'm curious to see if it'll actually end up coming back. Flower forest biome right over here. We still have the Badlands and a gigantic meadow. From the looks of it here, biome placement definitely changed, like a lot in this snapshot, because I'm not even seeing the jungle over here that would have been behind the mountain before. Like, it's completely different. Test snapshot 3. Now, test snapshot 3 is interesting because basically the biome changes that were made in test snapshot 2 were kind of like rolled back. And actually, look at it. That's definitely the case. The mountain returns. I mean, it's nowhere near its previous glory. Cut. It's me, the editor here. The mountain isn't different. It's just a different biome on this hill here. I mean, it's different than the first one, but I'm pretty sure this land formation is pretty much the same as test snapshot 2. If I say anything about the mountain being back, just ignore it. Aside from biome rollbacks, tons of other changes. Test Snapshot 3 was also significant because of the Stony Peaks biome. That's when it was added to the game. I'm not seeing any Stony Peaks biome over here at all. I really thought the jungle was going to hold through here, at least for a few more Test Snapshots, and maybe turn that mountain into a warm biome, but yeah, no. One thing that is kind of interesting though, the forest. A forest is very, very consistently placed over here, but this time we have a new type of forest, the taiga over here. I feel like I remember seeing in the last Test Snapshot this river cutting through here next to the mountain. This isn't the first river that we were looking at, but it's a river. And also the ocean. The ocean is like consistently always like right here, right in front of the spawn. Sometimes we're a little bit closer to it, sometimes we're a little bit farther from it, but the ocean is definitely always here. It looks like the ocean biomes have changed in this one, but the ocean is here. And the island shape completely changed in between number 1 and number 2, but in number 3, it's pretty similar. How about under the ground though? What happened under the ground? Okay, lots of water caves. I see a lush cave back there this time. That's cool. But over this way. So it looks like this time around, big giant caverns down there. Mine shaft should be over here somewhere if it's still here. I mean, I don't know if it's the same mine shaft, but there's a mine shaft right down there, front and center. That's kind of cool. But no lush caves still. Big rip for the lush caves. That's sad. One final thing, heading over the forest, following the ocean down this way, generation was improved in this snapshot as compared to snapshot number 2. The plains biome still kind of randomly drops off into the ocean, but at least here the drop off is closer to the mountain, so it feels a little bit more natural. And then even better, in the background a little further down, stone shore. That's great. Droppable world seed in here. We're in test snapshot number 4. Let's load the world. Wait, what the? Test snapshot number 4 loaded me into Pop Tropica. What? I didn't even know this place still existed. Pop Tropica. That's so weird. Okay, no. The return of the great. Look at this thing. The mountain. It's back. Test snapshot number 4 was significant because this is where the amazing rivers finally took shape. They look so good. Now, I don't know if this is honestly the same mountain anymore. I mean, there's a mountain at World Spawn. Interestingly here, check this out. So we still spawn in a forest. That is very, very consistent. But this time, it kind of seems like placed differently because we have this beach right here. And I swear before we were basically spawning like right over here, like in this general area. But now there's water in this spot. So I don't know if World Spawn was basically just moved over there. But like this is definitely the same. Like here's the peninsula bit. It gets cut off a little bit more now. And the mountain, like I said, the king, long time ago the Badlands was here, and it seems that there's going to be basically no chance at this point for the Badlands biome to actually come back. Instead, we have this big mountain to spawn, though. I mean, it's not as big as it used to be, but it's still a mountain, so it is cool. But yeah, like, I swear, World Spawn was moved over here. So this time what I'm going to do is screenshot the coordinates, and I'm going to take a look at them when we respawn. Let's go under World Spawn, though. Right under here. Whoa, giant caves. These are so much better caves. Wow. Okay, so big mine shaft down there. That is 100% in a different spot. And a lush cave next to that mine shaft. That's cool. The last mine shaft that we kept looking at, though, I think it was more over in, like, this direction. Unless that is the same mine shaft. No, I'm pretty sure the one that we were looking at was, like, way over here. Like, we spawned in a completely different spot. Pretty sure. I gotta be honest. I gotta send a huge shout out to test snapshot number 4 because, well, actually, I'm gonna make it a medium shout out. I thought the coastline looked a little bit better for a second when I was seeing the stone, but then I see this, and it is pretty square still. And then over here, it just gets really awkward with the forest dropping into the water there. But the stone shores definitely fix it up and make it look good when that does happen. And actually, pretty consistently here, we have the same coastline that follows up this way. We have the ocean over here, and I think this used to be basically the river that caught in between the giant jungle mountain that was here in Test Snapshot 1, and then the cool area over here that was the mountain with Badlands and everything. I think this was where the river was. Actually, wow, Test Snapshot 4, aside from losing the really, really cool biomes from Test Snapshot 1, I think this is my favorite version so far. Look at this peaceful island right there. That's nice for like a base. Big giant plains biome, forest, and more forest. But you know who's gone? Taiga, the rapper. Test Snapshot number 5 now, and world spawn is definitely moved, 100%. In Test Snapshot 4, we spawned at 78, 71, 166, 143, 74, 171 is where we're at now. So we're actually like a significant amount of space off of the old spawn. And wow. Whoa. Okay, actually, no. So in the last one, look, we spawned like somewhere over here. Here's that one beach right there. This beach has been there pretty consistently through them all. And the mountain is still here. We love to see it. That makes me very happy. And then right here, look at this. This is really, really cool looking. Like how that ravine, cave, carver thing right there cuts through this and makes this overhang. The overhangs are so sweet. Test Snapshot number 5 brought peakier peaks and made the mountain peaks a little bit more peaky. This mountain peak is not very peaky at all. It's very, very flat, and it's been flat. Same land formations though, big giant stone shore, which I have to say looks amazing. That weird peninsula that is now an island. Hey look, even the geode's still there. Hi geode. Moving down this way, it is still a little bit awkward, I will admit. I wonder if that'll ever end up changing by the time we get to Test Snapshot 7. This should be like stone shore or something all the way, I feel like. Or be like gradual. But anyways, we have the same mix of biomes in the mountain now for a while. We have the snowy area, we have the plains right there, and the forest. The forest is always here, but this time, look at this. A random snow microbiome back here. That's kind of interesting. This is definitely the same river cutting through here, going out into this area over here. And is the lake there? Oh yes, the lake survives. The lake survives for sure. The island survives. I don't care about the lake. The island survives. It's cool. One thing that is kind of shocking to me that I think is getting a little overlooked is the rivers. Like, of course, the fjords, they're beautiful, but like the rivers and how they actually connect to each other now. Like, I could go from that ocean over there, swim through that river, go over here, not even have to worry about like taking blocks out or anything. Usually rivers get cut off by like 1 or 2 blocks, but no, this time it goes this way and it looks like a real river in there too. Keeps going this way, gets a little bit tighter. Might be tricky to get a boat through that one spot right there, but it all connects. We could swim around this whole island right here, which actually, wait, it's still an island. In Test Snapshot number 1, this was an island, and it's still an island. Definitely. Wow, that's cool. The most consistent things out of all of this, though, is the forest. The forest is now shrunk to like an almost nothing size in here. It's basically, well, actually, no, it literally is a straight line, like going from there, all right, curved line, but it goes from right back there over to here. It's almost completely gone now. And the ocean. The ocean is always, always, always here. Test Snapshot number 5 looks pretty good. But honestly, this mountain right here, more like hill, has kind of been the same looking for a while now. And for a couple snapshots now, this hasn't even technically been a mountain biome, it's the snowy tundra biome. Test Snapshot number 6, the snapshot that they released in honor of Drake. World spawn is right here this time, so it's kind of moved closer back to where we spawned in Test Snapshot number 4. Test Snapshot 6 had a lot to do with the ocean, which is definitely still here, but it also had to do with biome placement and mountain biomes. One of the big changes in Test Snapshot number 6 that I'm seeing here that actually relates to us perfectly is a biome temperature placement tweak. Remember in the last Test Snapshot where we had that small random cold microbiome? Well, it's now actually completely gone, and that's because the change literally removed those from the game. Or it was meant to like address those small cold microbiomes, and yeah, seems to have definitely worked. Now this whole mountain is actually back to the mountain biomes. It's a meadow biome now this time. No more snow here at all. The hill is definitely still here, but yeah, no more snow. For a couple test snapshots now, it seems that the mountain gets caught up in a pretty consistent way too, with this weird area kind of like missing in there, but meadow biome right there, and actually from this side right here, I think it looks a little bit more impressive because of the no snow thing. That sweet overhang is still here, but yeah, I don't know, like removing the snow from the mountain, I feel like it makes it look a little bit more cool. Moving along the coastline this way towards the old world spawn from a long time ago, all of it looks pretty much the same, including the geode over there, and then this shore. I don't know, I'm losing hope. We have one more test snapshot to go. I think the shore is just going to end up being steep, which I mean, I guess is fine. It's not the worst thing in the world. Maybe in the official 1.18 snapshots, they'll look at like spots like this. I just feel like this is so weird and random. It's almost like a chunk is popping out here. It's not an actual chunk, but yeah, it's just like a weird square thing, you know? Kind of strange. But anyways, moving back this way, we have the same old stone shore that we've been seeing. Of course, the same ocean, the same river even, which is cool. How about the island in the lake? Yep. Island in the lake. That's here too. So you can definitely notice that for a while now, the changes have actually been getting smaller. Things have been changing a little bit less. The same river is in here. It gets narrow in the same exact spot, but you can still pretty much sail right through it. Yeah, the actual changes themselves are getting a little bit smaller. Now, how about under the ground? Big mine shaft right under there. Tons of really cool caves. This is a good looking cave, and it's deep too. Finally, test snapshot number 7. So this time we spawn pretty similar spot to test snapshot number 4, and the last one, same beach as always, big giant mountain. Did that get bigger this time? The same pretty cool overhang. How about that cut up square area? Is it still here? Oh, yes. Yes, it's still here. What is also still here? The forest biome. What is also still here? That beach biome right there. What is also still here? The ocean. It's always here. Always has been. So from looking at these snapshots today, side by side, 7 times, it's definitely become very clear as to why these were test snapshots. I think you could argue, and actually argue it pretty well, that in test snapshot number 1, the generation was the coolest, like most impressive, like right off the bat at World Spawn. We had the giant new mountain biome, we had the Badlands. It was pretty crazy, but it was impressive. By the time test snapshot number 7 rolls around, generation is maybe a little bit less shocking and instantly impressive, but it makes so much more sense. Like the super impressive mountain right off the bat has been cut down into a meadow biome, and the strange Badland biome placements that were on this island somewhere have been completely removed for a long time. And all of that has been replaced with biomes that definitely make a whole lot more sense next to each other, like a plains biome going into a meadow. It makes sense, and it actually looks pretty good too. Speaking of things looking good, let's talk about things that not look good. The shore. It still kind of looks a little strange to me. Compared to test snapshot 1, the crazy mountain, Badlands biome, jungle biome that was over here too, and even the dark oak forest are all completely gone. However, the seed in test snapshot number 7 makes a whole lot more sense. Like a snowy mountain right next to a Badlands, right next to a jungle, right next to like everything. Like what is even the point of exploring at that point? You have it all, and it's so random too. Biome temperature, placement, or gradient seem to make so much more sense now. We have the forest that goes into the plains, pretty similar. The plains is a warm biome, it turns into the savanna right here. There's a forest over there, and then look, another jungle, also warm. It's definitely interesting to take a look at the same seed and see how it progressed over all of the test snapshots. And it'll be very interesting to see what changes going forward into the official 1.18 snapshots. Also, look at this. In test snapshot number 7, the river actually got fully carved out in here. Instead of getting cut off in this spot right here, it carved right through. And the ocean. Who would have thought that the oceans would have been so consistent the whole time? Like, ocean placement is literally the same. It would be interesting to see if that's like that in 1.72. Like, is this ocean just always here? No matter what biomes end up where, 1.18 changes world generation for everything. With brand new, cooler looking and more impressive land formations, the game looks better than ever. Which test snapshot was your favorite? Do you miss how it was in test snapshot 1, the crazy version? Or do you like the current generation, the generation that logically makes way more sense? Throw your favorite down below, and remember to stop at the like button and leave a like while you're headed down there. Subscribe for a brand new video in your feed every single day since September 17th, 2018. I think. Hasn't been easy to do, but it's been fun. Definitely worth it. Thank you for watching the videos. Huge thank you to my patrons, Dark Panther 7, Medical Boomstick, and Schneebsy. I'll see you all tomorrow with hopefully a snapshot. Goodbye.